As you can see, the town of Pomona runs at a pretty steady pace. There's definitely a very warm and friendly country atmosphere around here. And some of the town's buildings date back to early settlement days, and there's even an old silent movie theatre. But come next weekend, this quiet town's population of about 800 will swell to over 20,000, and every single one of them will be fired up for the King of the Mountain Festival. Pomona's on the Sunshine Coast hinterland, nestled in the foothills behind Noosa. It'll take you half an hour to get there if travelling from Noosa, or about 2 hours if driving north from Brisbane on the Bruce Highway. The main feature of the King of the Mountain Festival next weekend is the big race on Sunday, kicking off in front of the ANZ Bank in the centre of town, right to the top of Mount Karura and back again. Something that local competitors like Covines, Lynn Lewis and Leon Weston have been doing a number of times in preparation for the big race. Guys, I've got to ask the question, why do you do it? What possesses you?
Oh, I think it's more the challenge of getting up there and back to town as quick as you can.
Yeah. And how many years have you been running a race, Kate?
This will be the 3rd year.
Still enjoying it?
Yeah, lots of fun.
And what about you, Lynn?
This will be my 9th year. Well, I'm sort of used to it by now.
You're a veteran?
Yeah.
And what's the training schedule like?
At least 6 days a week of training and lots of steep hill work.
Late night before, and the mere mention of steep hills made me think I'd better take things a little bit easy. I'll catch you on the way back down. Yeah, they can tackle the perils of that mountain on their own. Past commentators have referred to the 4.15 kilometre course as a nightmare. Now, Mount Karura is 438 metres high. It's a bit of a go track, actually. Pretty steep, almost vertical in some parts near the top. And coming back down the mountain can be just as tricky. Now, what's required is strength, agility, a good sense of balance, and an immunity to fear. Not today for me. As is so often the case, it all began with a pub bet. It was back in '58 when local footy hero Bruce Samuels ran to the top of the mountain inside the hour and recorded the fact on the wall of the local hotel. Of course, most of his mates scoffed at his claim and so bet him that he couldn't do it again. But to the amazement of most, Samuels did, and with 20 minutes to spare, he collected the cash. Since then, the bet has grown into an annual race, and now, 40 years on, the race record is held by Brisbane runner Graham Barrelett.
Oh.
Hi, mate.
Hi, how are you?
How's training going?
Oh, very good at the moment, yes.
Yeah. Now, you're the record holder for this
right.
race. When was that?
I set it in 1987, a few years ago now.
Yeah. And what was the time?
I was 22:50.
Graham has run the race 14 times already, and he's lining up for another crack this year. The race is always held on the 4th Sunday of July, and with the help of the local Lions Club and a committee, of which Colin Jackson is chairperson, it's developed into a major weekend festival. Colin, this is more than just a race. It's a big day in Pomona.
It certainly is. It's the day that the Pomona comes alive.
Yeah. What are some of the other things you've got organised for Sunday?
Well, we have the fun runs. Start off with the fun runs. We have the non-stop entertainment on 2 stages in the park.
Yeah.
Bullamakank is our main feature.
Oh, really?
And then we have the craft market, which goes all day, of course. And the fireworks to close the day.
Plenty of fireworks.
Yeah, my word it is.
The Pomona King of the Mountain Festival is on next Sunday, starting at 8:30 a.m. and continuing on until after dark for the fireworks. The big finale, though, of course, is the race up the mountain, and that kicks off at 3 p.m. Entries for the race close once there are 50 starters, and it'll cost you $65 to run. But entry into the festival is free, so even if you're not into racing yourself, head up to Pomona to support the runners or just for a fantastic day out.